Hey YouTubers, welcome to the Cyber Overwatch channel. I'm Pragmatic1. In part 2 of the Nmap Scan All Things 5-part series, I'll try to provide a comprehensive overview of Nmap and its capabilities. I will cover what Nmap's host discovery is. I will also discuss the Nmap host discovery specifications. In addition, I will also include DNS resolution features and finally the host discovery capabilities of Nmap. If you find this content informative and you are interested in IT, especially cybersecurity, please like and subscribe to the Cyber Overwatch channel. You can also read through the blog post URL located in the description, and for more content please regularly check back on www.cybersec.com. Let's talk about one of the valuable functions of Nmap, host discovery, also known as ping scanning or ping sweep. In order to find your targets, you have to know where they are and if they are even alive. To conduct effective network reconnaissance, it's crucial to narrow down the list of IP addresses to a set of active or intriguing hosts. Rather than scanning every port of every IP address on every range, depending on the purpose of the scan, what you may consider intriguing may vary. As an example, an administrator may be interested in hosts running specific services, while security personnel may care about every device with an IP address. The method of host discovery also varies, with some admins only using ICMP ping to locate hosts, while pen testers may use a variety of probes to evade firewall or IDS/IPS restrictions. Nmap offers a range of options for customizing the host discovery process to accommodate these differing needs. Users can skip the ping step entirely with the list scan lowercase s capital L, or by disabling ping capital P lowercase n, or employ various combinations of multi-port TCP SYN ACK UDP and ICMP probes to elicit responses that show that an IP is alive and being used by a host or network device. Host discovery can be invaluable in locating target hosts in a sea of sparsely allocated IP addresses, such as in a private address space like 10.0.0.0/8, where only a small percentage of IPs are usually active at any given time. Before using Nmap, it is essential to have a good understanding of different host discovery options and their impact on the scan process. Nmap provides a flexible command line interface for specifying target hosts. To scan a range of IP addresses while excluding certain addresses, Nmap supports octet range addressing. You can use a comma-separated list of numbers or ranges for each octet. Nmap can accept multiple host specifications on the command line, and they don't need to be the same type. IPv6 addresses must be specified by their fully qualified IPv6 address or host name, as CIDR and octet ranges are rarely useful for IPv6. One useful source of information is DNS, or the domain name system, which can provide valuable insights into the function and location of hosts. Organizations tend to have a naming convention that allows for easy identification of a host. As an example, you may see servers with DB for database or SAN for storage area network device, wireless access points named WAP or wireless, firewalls named FW, firewall or FW-1, and development web servers with not yet published content named dev, staging, www-int, or beta. You will come across a variety of naming conventions. Nmap performs reverse DNS resolution by default for every IP that responds to the host discovery probes. Unlike slow standard DNS resolution libraries, Nmap uses a custom stub resolver that can perform dozens of requests in parallel. This means that if a host is online, Nmap will attempt to resolve its DNS name. If host discovery is skipped using the capital P lowercase n option, Nmap will perform DNS resolution for all IPs. Nmap offers 4 options available for further control DNS resolution in the chance that you would prefer to not use the default options. Default DNS resolution options in Nmap functions well, but fine-tuning will usually provide better results. These options can significantly impact scanning speed and the amount of information gathered. Nmap's default approach is to start with a ping scan to identify which hosts are live, otherwise known as being online, before moving on to more invasive scans such as port scans, OS detection, Nmap scripting engine, or version detection. This strategy can save significant time and network resources, as only the hosts that respond to the ping scan are subjected to more intensive scans. However, there are situations where this approach may not be suitable. In some cases, you may want to scan all IP addresses on a network without a ping scan, capital P lowercase n, while in others, you may only want to perform host discovery without a port scan, lowercase s lowercase n. Nmap provides several high-level options that can be used to customize this behavior to meet your specific needs. The available host discovery options include list scan lowercase s capital L. It's a simple form of host discovery that lists each host of the network or networks specified without sending any packets to the target hosts. It can be used as a sanity check to ensure that you have proper IP addresses for your targets, and can also provide useful information from host names. However, it cannot be combined with higher level functionality such as port scanning or OS detection. If you want to disable host host discovery while still performing higher level functionality, use the -P_n option. No port scan. -s_n is a simple option in Nmap that skips the port scanning phase and only prints out the available hosts that responded to the host discovery probes. It is commonly used for light reconnaissance of a target network, allowing an attacker to know how many hosts are up without attracting attention. This option can also be used by system administrators to count available machines on the network or monitor server availability. The default host discovery done with -s_n consists of an ICMP echo request, TCP SYN to port 443, TCP ACK to port 80, and an ICMP timestamp request by default. When executed by an unprivileged user, only SYN packets are sent to port 80 and 443 on the target. When a privileged user tries to scan targets on a local Ethernet network, ARP requests are used unless --send-IP was specified. The -s_n option can be combined with any of the discovery probe types for greater flexibility. No ping scan. -P_n is a powerful option for scanning large networks or cases where ping requests are not allowed. It skips the host discovery stage and allows Nmap to attempt scanning functions against every specified target IP address without determining active machines first. This means that Nmap will continue to perform requested functions as if each target IP is active, but default timing parameters are used, which may result in slower scans. To skip host discovery and port scanning while still allowing NSE to run, you can use the -P_n and -s_n options together. However, note that ARP scanning is still performed for machines on the local Ethernet network unless you use the -disable-ARP-ping or -send-IP options. TCP SYN Ping -P_S. This option sends an empty TCP packet with a SYN flag set to a default port of 80. Alternate ports can be specified using a comma-separated list. Example given -P_S22 through 25, 80, 113, 1050, 35,000, with no spaces between the -P_S and the port list. Multiple probes are sent in parallel. If the port is closed, Nmap receives a reset packet in response, while an open port prompts the target to send a SYN ACK packet. Nmap then tears down the connection with a reset packet to determine whether the host is alive and responsive. TCP ACK Ping -A. This option is a TCP ACK ping that sends an empty TCP packet with the ACK flag set instead of the SYN flag, like the SYN ping. It uses the same default port 80 and comma-separated list format for alternate ports. The ACK ping is more effective against stateless firewalls that block incoming SYN packets to closed ports, and Nmap uses the connect workaround if an unprivileged user tries to use -P_A. Both SYN and ACK probes are offered to maximize the chances of bypassing firewalls that use different types of filtering rules. Firewalls with stateless rules are more likely to recognize unexpected ACK packets as bogus and drop them, making the SYN probe more effective. Using SYN and ACK probes by specifying -P_S and -P_A is a solution to this quandary. UDP Ping. The Nmap switch is -P_U. This is an alternative host discovery option that sends a UDP packet to specified ports, with most using an empty packet but some using a protocol-specific payload for better responses. The port list format is the same as for -P_S and -P_A, and the default port is 40125, which can be changed at compile time. Closed ports should generate an ICMP port unreachable packet in response, indicating that target is up, while other types of ICMP errors or no responses indicates an unreachable or down host. The UDP ping can bypass firewalls and filters that only screen TCP, as shown with the Linksys wireless broadband router that filtered TCP ports but could not detect UDP probes. Traceroute. Nmap switch --Traceroute is a post-scan feature that helps determine the optimal port and protocol for reaching the target. It works with all scan types except for connect scans, -T and idle scans, -I, and is executed in parallel. To perform traceroute, Nmap sends packets with low TTL for time to live and monitors for ICMP time exceeded messages from intermediate hops. Unlike standard traceroute implementations that start with a TTL of 1 and increment it until the target is reached, Nmap starts with a high TTL and decrements it to 0. This technique allows Nmap to use caching algorithms that result in sending fewer packets per host, typically 5 to 10 fewer packets depending on the network conditions. For single subnets such as 192.168.0.0/24, Nmap may only need to send 2 packets to most hosts. Thank you for watching Nmap Scan All the Things Part 2 on Cyber Overwatch. I hope you found this video informative and useful in building a foundation of knowledge about this powerful tool. Nmap's host discovery capability is very powerful, and due to this, you often see Nmap in some way integrated with commercial off-the-shelf solutions as well as free open source software. I recommend reading the documentation provided by nmap.org and practicing on a test network, as it can help you gain the knowledge and experience needed to use Nmap effectively. I plan on creating 3 more videos in the Nmap Scan All the Things series, with the final part being a demo. If you find this content informative and you are interested in IT, specifically cybersecurity, please like and subscribe to the Cyber Overwatch channel. The information discussed in this video is gathered from my experience in research. Use this information I've provided in a way that can best assist you. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment, or you can send me a message on the www.cybersec.com website listed in the description. Until next time, keep learning. The only way to keep improving is to keep learning. Pragmatic1 signing off.